37 verse 5 says, "Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will do it." Okay, Lord, this is me committing. Again.
Still reciting scriptures to calm your nerves.
Better than chewing my nails. It's my third interview this month, Mom. This one feels different. It's Royal Consults.
God's will is different too, sometimes. You know that.
I know, but can I be honest? I'm tired of the "trust His timing" line. What if this is finally my time?
Then you'll walk through the door. And if not, He has a reason. Delay isn't denial.
I don't want another delay, Mom. I need a breakthrough, not another lesson in patience.
Okay, may the Lord go with you and grant you success.
Amen. Thank you, Mom.
Good morning, you are welcome to Royal Consults. What can I do for you today?
My name is Maya. I am here for an interview.
Please go to the conference room. It's the last door on the corridor. They'll be with you shortly. Water.
Yes, thank you. This is it. I can feel it. God, please, let this be the one.
So Maya, walk us through how you handled the tough situation at your last role.
At Integro Solutions, our budget was slashed unexpectedly. I led a cross-functional team that saved us 18% in operational costs by
Impressive. What would you say is your biggest strength?
adaptability, and I don't fold under pressure. In fact, I believe pressure brings out the best in me.
And if you don't get this job?
I'll believe God has something even better. But I hope it's this.
Okay, thanks for coming. We will get back to you shortly.
Okay, thanks. Hi Mom.
You are welcome. How was the interview?
It was great. They will get back to me later.
Okay, go and freshen up and come and have your lunch.
Okay, Mom. Oh, I have an email message from Royal Consults. Dear Maya, thank you for interviewing with us. We appreciate your time and interest. However, we've decided to move forward with another candidate. No, but I nailed it. Why, God, I thought you were in this. Oh God, why?
What is it?
Mom, I lost the job. I just got an email from them now.
Oh dear, I am so sorry. God's no sometimes means wait. Or, not that path.
But why lead me that far, only to shut the door?
Because He sees the full hallway, not just the door. He's still writing, Maya. This chapter just isn't the ending.
Then I need Him to write fast. Because I don't know what comes next. What's the point of waking up when the dream just died? Electric, water, internet. Rent due in 3 days. No job, no interviews lined up, no miracle in sight. I can't keep pretending everything's fine. Maybe I should have taken that online VA job. At least it pays something.
Good morning, Star Girl. I made your favorite.
Thanks, Mom, but Star Girl didn't shine bright enough.
Oh, Maya, not getting the job doesn't mean you're not brilliant. It just means that wasn't your seat.
Then where is my seat, Mom? Because I feel like I've been standing for years, watching others get ahead while I stay stuck.
God's not blind, or late. He's just building you in ways you can't see yet.
You know what? Maybe I need to stop dreaming and just take anything. Rent, utilities, Mom's medication. I need money. I need it now. Oh, this is from a cleaning agency. Urgent hire, evening janitorial staff, commercial office complex. Evening shift. I can still apply for real jobs during the day. Let's see what dignity I've got left. From executive dreams to scrubbing toilets. Living the dream. Hi, yes, this is Maya Daniels. One of your clients needs immediate coverage, 5 to 11 p.m., Monday through Friday. It's a premium office tower in Midtown. Starting tomorrow. Yes, I'm available. What's the location? Royal Consults Towers. 47th and Kingman. Wait, did you say Royal Consults Towers? Oh, no problem. I will be there. Thanks. Oh God, this is not good. I applied to this same company as a project strategist just last week. Now, I am resuming as a janitor tomorrow.
What is it, Maya? Who are you talking with?
Mom, I saw an ad for a janitor work in the evenings. I applied and they called to tell me more about the job. Guess what?
What?
The name of the company is Royal Consults.
The same company that rejected you last week.
Yes, Mom.
So, what are you going to do?
I need money, Mom. I'm tired of waiting for the right job. Maybe God helps those who help themselves.
That's not scripture.
I know, but it's starting to feel like real life.
Funny how God sometimes sends us back to the same place, just through a different door.
Except this door leads to a mop closet. I guess that's how God writes plot twists.
Maybe that mop closet will open a door you never saw coming.
I hope so, Mom. Because right now, I feel invisible. God, this isn't the path I wanted. But if this is where you're leading, help me not miss what you're doing.
You must be the new evening shift. Service elevators are down that hallway. The head of your cleaning team is waiting for you there.
Thanks. First day.
Oh, okay. You are welcome. My name is James. I am a security officer here.
Great to meet you. My name is Maya Daniels.
See you around.
Okay. This isn't what I prayed for. This isn't the breakthrough I fasted for. But maybe this is where you'll find me anyway.
Good evening everyone. If you are new here, we welcome you. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. My name is Maya Daniels.
You're welcome, Maya. Alright folks, we keep it tight, clean, and quiet. No snooping, no chit-chat with office staff. You're here to clean, not make friends. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, full circle. This is the conference room where I had the interview. Oh God.
Excuse me, oh, sorry, I didn't realize someone was in here.
No problem, sir. I'll finish up quickly.
Take your time, I was just looking for some paperwork. You're new.
Yes, first day.
Welcome aboard. What's your name?
Maya.
Well, Maya, thanks for keeping the place spotless. We don't always say it, but we notice.
You're welcome. Wow, he didn't recognize me, and maybe that's a good thing. Lord, is this where you need me? Because it's where I feel the most unseen.
Did you hear the VPs are being audited?
Something's off upstairs. Word is someone's been funneling company funds. We'll see if it's true.
What's going on in this place? Well, Lord, thank you for today.
How was work today?
It was okay, but I felt bad. I was to work there as a project strategist, but look at me, I am cleaning offices and toilets.
It's okay my dear. God is still writing your story. Romans 8:28, all things work together for good.
For those who love God and are called according to his purpose. That's your favorite scripture, Mom.
Yes, I know my dear. It is so true. All this will work together for your good. You'll see.
I hope so, Mom.
You hear about the company rebranding. They're hiring consultants now to clean up the mess that VP Holden started.
Yeah, word is someone from upper finance is blowing the whistle. They say the trail leads all the way to the top. But this place has ears.
Something's off, again. That's the second time I've overheard something about mismanagement.
New girl. You're still showing up. That's a good sign.
Still breathing, still mopping, still wondering why I'm here.
Oh honey. You're here because God don't waste nothing. You see things up here no one else notices.
Like what?
People forget we're here. That means we see and hear everything. Watch their eyes, not just their words. God might just use you to notice what others ignore.
You sound like my mom.
Then she's a wise woman.
I'm not signing off until we run another audit. Too many red flags. And yes, keep this between us.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No need to apologize. You're doing your job. You've got sharp eyes. What's your name again?
Maya.
Right, Maya. You've got a quiet presence. Observant. That's rare around here.
Thanks, sir.
Keep your eyes open, Maya. This place is changing, and sometimes, the ones who aren't in the spotlight, see the truth first.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I will leave now so that you can clean the place.
Okay, he saw me. not just as a cleaner, but as someone who mattered. Maybe I'm not invisible after all. Ben Grant, son of the CEO, sat across from me during that interview, didn't recognize me. Or maybe he did, and pretended not to.
Hey, Maya.
Yes, sir.
Can you give me a second? I've got an empty cup that needs rinsing. Kitchen's closed, and I'd rather not leave it till morning.
Sure, I can take it.
Thanks. Long day.
Same here. Floors don't clean themselves.
Fair point. You always this composed.
I guess. Life teaches you how to be steady, or you get swept up in it.
You've got more depth than most folks I talk to all day.
That's probably because I spend most of my day listening, not talking.
Okay.
What was that? A compliment? No, just polite conversation, right?
Thank you, Maya. Appreciate it.
No problem, sir.
You don't have to call me, sir. Ben is fine. See you around.
You will. Floors need cleaning every night. He's kind, unusually kind, but don't get distracted, Maya. You're here for bills, not butterflies.
He spoke to you, didn't he? Ben Grant. You've got that he saw me look in your eye.
It was nothing, just polite.
Honey, God hides gems in the most unexpected places. Don't dismiss a conversation just because you're wearing gloves.
God, if this is a detour, why does it feel like you're planting something deeper? They usually leave by 8. Who's still here?
We need to move the files before the audit hits. Ben's digging too deep.
Relax. HR won't trace it back to us. We've scrubbed the backups. Just stick to the script.
If that janitor from the other night heard anything.
She's no threat, just background noise.
We're fine. No one's listening. It's just us and ghosts after hours.
What was that? Move files. Scrub backups. Why do I feel like I just overheard a crime?
You look like you just saw a ghost, baby girl.
I think I heard something I wasn't supposed to.
Then you pray for wisdom. God don't reveal things without a reason. You want to talk about it.
Not yet. I don't even know what I heard. But it wasn't right. It sounded like they're hiding something. Something big.
Pray for wisdom to handle it.
Okay, thanks. I'm a janitor. What can I do with this? No proof. No names. No recording. Just questions. And a gut feeling that I was meant to hear it. God, you let me hear it. So what do you want me to do? Tonight, I saw shadows behind polished glass. I heard secrets under soft lights. If I'm just background noise, why do I feel like you're using my silence to expose the noise? Show me what to do next. Proverbs 31:8 says, "Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, defend the rights of the poor and needy." But I'm not defending anyone. I just heard something. What if I'm wrong?
Morning sunshine.
Good morning, Mom. Mom, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Let's say someone overheard something, not illegal yet, but unethical. Something corrupt, and they're just nobody. Invisible. What should they do?
You're talking about you, right?
I heard 2 executives talking about hiding something. Moving files. Covering things up. They mentioned Ben, and they mentioned a janitor. I think that was me.
Oh, Maya, this is serious.
I know, but if I say something and I'm wrong, what if I lose this job? We can't afford that. I can't afford that.
True, but what if staying silent costs more?
Okay.
You look like you're carrying bricks tonight.
Just processing.
Some burdens ain't meant to be carried alone. You prayin' about it.
Yes, but I still don't know what to do.
Then wait. Don't rush it. But if God brought it to your ears, maybe He wants it in your hands for a reason.
Okay, thanks. Okay, I know what to do. I will send an anonymous tip on the Royal Consult website. That way no one will know it's me. If I send this, I can't take it back. God, if this is you, use me. If it's not, shut it down.
You always this quiet.
I guess I've learned that quiet people hear more.
Good. Sometimes, the people in the background notice the things no one else does. Good night, Maya.
Good night, Ben. Okay, God, I've done my part. Now it's your turn. They probably ignored it. Maybe it's sitting in someone's inbox, buried under reports and coffee orders.
Still looking like you're holding your breath, baby girl.
I sent an anonymous tip. Through the company's portal.
You did.
I just couldn't ignore it. I didn't name anyone, just what I heard. What if I've made everything worse?
Worse than what? Letting corruption run wild. You think God gave you ears and courage just for decoration?
I'm scared, Lucille.
Good. Means you're doing something brave.
We just got an internal tip. Unverified, but it matches some activity flagged by Ben's team last week.
Then we move now. We can't afford to sit on it.
Wait, they took it seriously. Was that because of me?
Yes, the ethics report came through. Matches our suspicions exactly. No, it was anonymous. But the details were precise. It's like someone was watching quietly all along. You okay?
Yes, just watching quietly.
You always that observant.
Sometimes, when no one's looking, you see the most.
Maybe we need more eyes like yours around here.
I almost didn't send the tip. I almost let fear win. But something changed tonight. They heard it. They moved. God, I'm not invisible to you. And now, maybe I'm not invisible to them either.
Something feels off tonight.
I feel it too, like something's shifting, but not in a good way.
Let's be on the lookout.
Maya Daniels.
Yes.
We need to ask you to step aside, Mom.
Is there a problem?
There was a confidential file found in your janitor cart, belonging to the finance division.
What? I've never even. That wasn't there. I swear, that wasn't mine.
I'll need to escort you downstairs for questioning. Please come quietly.
Okay.
Thank you, Officer James. I will take it up from here.
Okay.
Maya, this is a serious breach. That drive contains restricted financial summaries that were flagged for audit.
I didn't take it. Someone planted it. I don't even know what's on it.
Then help us understand. Who would want to frame you?
I don't know, but I did hear things. A few nights ago, in the conference room.
You reported it.
Yes, an anonymous tip. I didn't name anyone. I was scared, but I couldn't stay silent. Sir, we found the leak, or at least, we think we have. The janitor from last week, Maya. Her card had the flash drive.
No way. That doesn't add up.
She's in the security office now.
What? Can I speak to her?
Mr. Grant, this is a security matter.
And I run the company. She gets a chance to speak with me.
Okay, sir.
Maya, I don't think you took it. But I need you to be honest with me. Why would someone want to set you up?
Because I saw too much. Heard too much. And maybe, because I said too much.
You sent the anonymous report, didn't you?
How did you know?
Because the details matched my suspicions exactly. And, because you're the only one who's been watching while invisible. You did the right thing, Maya. And I'm going to prove it.
Thank you.
See. God didn't bring you this far to leave you.
I'm still shaking, but maybe I'm starting to believe that he's writing something I don't understand yet.
Yes, you are right.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah, I figured after the kind of night you had, you could use a breather, and some answers.
Answers would be nice. So would a time machine.
You did the right thing. And you showed more courage than most of the people in my executive team.
I didn't feel brave. I felt terrified. Honestly, I wanted to ignore it. Walk past the door. Pretend I didn't hear a thing.
But you didn't. That's what matters. You know, I've worked here for 7 years. Sat in the corner office. Went to Ivy League schools. Made all the right decisions. But I missed something. Someone.
What do you mean?
We built this company on big words, integrity, innovation, impact, but somewhere along the line, we stopped listening to the quiet voices. Then one janitor noticed what no one else did. That says something, Maya.
I didn't want to be the hero. I just didn't want to feel like I wasted my pain. I've been trying to trust God's plan, but it hasn't made sense for a long time.
Because you didn't get the job.
I thought this was my season. The open door I prayed for. Instead, I got a mop and a uniform.
And God used both to expose corruption.
Sometimes, I think He hid me here on purpose. Not to punish me, but to prepare me. To protect me.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Why did you choose to speak up, even when it meant putting everything at risk?
Because my mom raised me with this line: do what's right, even if your knees shake doing it. I guess, I'd rather be right with God and wrong with man, than the other way around.
Maya, you're not who I expected. But maybe you're exactly what this company, and maybe I, needed to see.
Careful, Ben, you're starting to sound like a man of faith.
Maybe I'm just finally listening to one. Thanks, Maya.
You're welcome.
Maya.
Ben, you stalking me now?
No, I promise. I was heading to a meeting and saw you. You live around here.
I live 5 blocks that way. Library's my hideout.
I'm impressed. Most people hide from books, not in them.
I like quiet places. They listen better than people.
Hey, if you're not in a rush, wanna grab coffee? My treat. Unless you think that's weird.
It's weird, but I'll say yes anyway.
Good. Come in.
Okay.
So, let me ask the most cliché question ever. What's your story?
Wow, no easing into it.
No time to waste. I have a feeling you're full of surprises.
Alright, I grew up in a small apartment with a strong praying mom. Lost my dad when I was 12. Graduated top of my class, twice, and still got overlooked for jobs I was qualified for. And then, Royal Consult.
The janitor job.
Nope, the dream job. I interviewed with you. You just didn't recognize me in a suit.
Wait, you were the strategy candidate.
Surprise.
I remember now. I thought you were phenomenal. But the board picked someone else.
And then I showed up as a janitor 3 days later. Funny how God writes comedy.
Or poetry. You could have walked away. Found another job. Instead, you stayed.
I needed the money. And maybe, I needed to learn humility again. But more than that, I needed to see what trusting God's timing really looked like.
And now?
Now I know that sometimes God sends you to clean a floor so He can cleanse a system. And if I'd gotten the job the first time, I would have missed the mission.
You know, I haven't prayed in a while. Not seriously. But sitting across from you feels like sitting next to someone who never stopped listening for God's voice.
That's because I didn't. Even when I was angry. Even when He was silent. I stayed.
Thanks for saying yes. To coffee. And to courage.
Thanks for seeing me, without the badge or the title.
I think, I'm just beginning to. Can I drop you?
No, it's not far. I will walk.
Okay. Good night. God, if this is you, don't let me mess it up. This isn't the company my father dreamed of. Or maybe, it is, and I just didn't want to admit it. I need to talk to Maya. Let me know when you are done.
Okay, are you alright?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to ask you something personal. Why do you trust God?
That's your question.
Yeah, you've been overlooked, underpaid, wrongly accused, and yet you still believe He's in control.
Because He's never stopped being in control. Even when I didn't like the way He was handling things. I trust Him because I've seen what happens when I don't.
My father built Royal Consults with ambition, power, control. But he left behind a company that's cracking at the core. Now I'm trying to clean it up, and I don't even know what I stand for anymore.
Maybe that's a good place to be. Empty hands are easier for God to fill.
You've been a mirror, Maya. I look at you, and I see who I wish I was. Grounded, humble, honest. And maybe, more connected to something real.
I'm not perfect, Ben. I've doubted. I've cried ugly tears. But I've learned that obedience doesn't always feel good, but it is good.
This is what they were hiding. A network of kickbacks and ghost vendors tied to 2 of our senior VPs. It's bigger than I thought. And I need help figuring out how to fix it, without blowing up the entire company.
Then maybe it's time to stop playing defense, and start shining light into the dark corners.
You'd make a terrifying board member.
Only if you give me a badge this time.
So, Maya, I need your help. I want us to secretly work together to fish out the bad eggs in the company.
Okay, I am in.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
We have 30 minutes before the IT backup starts. Once it does, every document here gets encrypted.
And if someone catches us?
Then I'll pull rank. You act like you belong here.
Says the guy who used to think I was part of the furniture.
Touché. Okay, let's start searching.
Okay, wait, this vendor, Tri-Scope Logistics. They're billing the company monthly for transportation services to a warehouse in New Jersey.
Let me guess. We don't own a warehouse in New Jersey.
Exactly. I cross-checked it with the facilities list last week. That address isn't on it.
Here it is, over $480,000 paid to that ghost location in 11 months. And the approval, VP Holden.
That's a pattern. Small amounts at first, then it escalates. Someone was testing the waters before going big. Look at this, same invoice format used across 3 different vendors, different names, same typo in all of them. Transportation, instead of transportation.
Sloppy criminals, but smart enough to keep this buried under 7 levels of reports.
Someone's coming.
Quick, shut the terminal. Grab the files. Closet, now.
Okay.
Thanks, Maya. I really appreciate your efforts.
You're welcome. This place was built on ambition. But ambition without integrity is a house of cards. Maybe that's why God sent me. Not to clean the floors, but to clean the foundation. So we have the proof. Ghost vendors, forged authorizations, fake warehouse payments. Now what?
Now, we watch them. Carefully. They're arrogant enough to think no one's onto them. Let's use that.
You're talking about surveillance.
Exactly. I've already asked IT to activate activity logs on their systems. But we need more. Something on the ground. A trigger moment. Audio recorder. High sensitivity mic. Fits under a desk or in a pen holder. Legal, if one party knows it's recording. That's us.
So you want me to plant this?
Only if you're okay with it. You're the only one with access to the executive offices without drawing suspicion.
I clean their trash. I mop their floors. Now I'm bugging their conversations.
Maya, this isn't about vengeance. This is about truth. You said yourself, obedience isn't always comfortable. But it's always necessary.
Okay.
Thanks.
That's not a scrub brush.
Nope, it's something else.
You about to step into deeper waters.
Yes, and I can't swim.
Then don't forget who walks on water. You're not alone, baby girl.
Thanks. God, I'm scared, but I trust you. Use this. Expose what's hidden.
It's in.
Yes. If this goes wrong, I lose my job.
If this goes right, you help change a company. Maybe a culture.
And what if I'm not strong enough?
Then I'll be strong for both of us. Keep the dummy accounts running through next month. The audit won't trace them unless someone inside talks. And if someone does, then we bury them, quietly.
They really think they're untouchable.
Not anymore. Now, we move to phase 2.
You're smiling. Should I be worried?
Let's just say, justice is waking up slowly.
What kind of justice?
Just cleaning justice. Coffee spills, sticky floors. You know, the usual.
You speak in parables.
Don't worry, you will soon understand.
Okay.
That's odd. Karen never works this floor. Something's off. One of the janitors, Karen, she was watching me today. whispering into her phone.
Do you think she saw you plant the recorder?
I don't know, but she knows something. I can feel it.
If she tells the wrong person?
What are we going to do?
Let's wait and see.
Okay.
They're trying to shut it down. Fast.
Baby girl. They're saying you breached protocol. Executive wing tampering.
Karen.
I knew she was trouble the day she smiled too wide. They're investigating. Internal review.
I did the right thing, and now I'm about to lose everything. Legal wants to know if we're pressing charges against the janitor. Holden's team is pushing hard. Says she was interfering with sensitive company data.
We're not pressing anything. We're protecting her. And it's time I stop hiding in the shadows.
Oh, I have a text message. Summon to HR. Internal inquiry, tomorrow at 10 a.m. God, I obeyed you. And now they're turning it against me. Lord, you are my defender. Even if no one else sees the truth, you do. I will not run. I will stand, even if it costs me everything.
Let's make this quick. Miss Daniels, you've been accused of unauthorized tampering, trespassing in restricted offices, and interfering with confidential data.
I did my job. I cleaned. I noticed things others ignored.
You were hired to wipe floors, not dig through financial records. You're just a janitor. Stay in your lane.
That may be what's written on my badge, but it's not what's written in heaven.
Security. Escort her off the premises. Her services are no longer needed. Stand down. Nobody's escorting anyone. Ben, this is internal security protocol. You have no. I run this company. You answer to me. Maya Daniels is not just a janitor. She's the reason we're uncovering your embezzlement scheme. She had the courage to say something when people like you used silence as a shield. You can't prove. Audio recordings, payment trails, vendor matches, all thanks to her. Effective immediately, Maya is under executive protection. And Holden, you're under full investigation. This meeting is over.
Did that just happen?
Yeah, it did. You stood your ground, Maya. And you didn't just clean the floor, you cleaned the rot. Thank you, Maya.
You're welcome, Ben.
So. Just a janitor, huh?
I guess even janitors carry keys that unlock hidden things.
Baby girl. Sometimes God places you low, so he can lift you in full view of those who tried to bury you.
Yeah, you were right. God, I thought I came here for a job. But you brought me here for a war. Thank you for making me brave, even when I didn't feel like it.
Who's the girl? She is Maya Daniels, the whistleblower. The reason we're here today. A janitor. A woman who saw what none of us did, because she wasn't blinded by status. She saw with integrity. Mr. Holden, care to explain? Fabricated evidence. She planted those recordings. This is a setup.
I didn't have to plant anything. You were loud and careless. People like you forget janitors have ears. But more than that, God sees everything.
I won't sit here and be ambushed by a cleaning lady and a CEO trying to save his father's legacy. You're right. You won't sit here anymore. Effective immediately, you're suspended pending full legal investigation. Miss Daniels, you risked your job, your safety, for the truth. Why?
Because I believe in light. Because I believe God puts people in dark places to reveal what others hide. Because silence, to me, felt like betrayal.
Your courage may have just saved this company. Mr. Grant, we'll proceed with full internal restructuring. Okay. You were incredible.
I was terrified.
Courage isn't about being fearless. It's about standing anyway. And Maya, you stood taller than most people in suits ever will.
Well. Look at our little janitor shaking the building.
I didn't shake it. God just made sure I didn't stay silent while it crumbled.
Right on time. You're going to want to see this.
VP Holden, Finance Head Keller, Legal Counsel Harper.
All involved. All gone. The board accepted their resignations this morning. The internal audit is wrapping up. And legal is building the case now.
It's done.
Not completely. But the rot's been cut out. And it started with you.
Miss Daniels. I owe you an apology.
You do.
I assumed you were just a cleaner with something to prove. Turns out, you were a leader with nothing to lose. We'd like to invite you to officially join the Strategic Ethics Review Committee. Ben's already endorsed it.
Me.
You've seen this company from the lowest place possible. That's exactly who we need helping rebuild it right.
Thank you. When I stepped into this building, I was desperate for a job. Now I see, God brought me here for a mission. The humiliation, the mop, the late nights, the whispered threats, it was never a detour. It was the setup for something divine.
Hey, I know you don't do titles, but I thought this might mean something.
You kept the name simple.
Because the power was never in the title. It's always been in your voice.
Thanks, Ben.
You're welcome.
Something came for you, from Royal Consults.
Another badge swipe error.
Only one way to find out.
Dear Miss Maya Daniels, following the recommendation of the CEO and board, we are pleased to offer you the position of Strategic Ethics Advisor at Royal Consults, with full executive access, compensation package, and a seat at the Internal Integrity Board.
God's timing.
Mom, it's the exact role I wrote in my prayer journal 2 years ago. Same title, same department, but I didn't even apply.
Because God already had you in mind when they wrote the offer. God is faithful.
Yes, Mom, He is. You said you prepare a table before me, and you did. But I didn't expect it to come after mopping floors. Thank you, Lord, not just for the seat, but for the strength you gave me while standing.
Look at you. First day. Big title. Bigger smile. Beautiful dress.
You think they'll remember I used to clean this floor?
I hope they never forget. Because your story is what's changing this place.
And what about you?
Let's just say, I'm learning what it means to lead God's way now. One humble janitor taught me that.
Isn't that the janitor?
Not anymore. She's Ben's ethics hire. Word is, she helped bring Holden down.
Wow. God really be choosing the unexpected. Well, would you look at that? From bleach buckets to boardrooms.
Don't get too excited. I still feel like I'm just visiting.
You better stop that. You didn't sneak in here, God placed you here. Now sit down like you belong.
Thanks, Lucille. Oh, I have an email. Welcome aboard, Maya. We're looking forward to seeing what you bring, now that you're official. Wendy, legal. Let me go and grab some bite.
So, you're the new ethics lead. How's the mop holding up?
It held up just fine. Turns out truth works better than polish. It's weird. Some of them look at me like I'm a miracle. Others, like I'm a threat.
You're both. Miracles shake people. So does light.
I don't want them to worship me. I just want to do the job.
Then do it. Let your work speak. Let your integrity preach. And Maya, never stop being the woman God used when no one was watching.
Thanks, Ben.
How's day one?
Quietly loud, but I'm okay. God's here. I feel Him.
He never left. He just waited for the world to catch up to what he already saw in you.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome, my dear.
First order of business, rebuilding public trust after the Holden fallout. We need ideas, and fast. We could issue a press statement. Highlight policy changes.
Bring in a PR consultant. Rebrand. Maybe something flashy to reset perception.
Miss Daniels, you've been uncharacteristically quiet.
Rebranding won't fix broken culture. People don't trust statements. They trust systems. And right now, our systems don't invite accountability, they avoid it.
With all due respect, Miss Daniels, you've only been in this seat for 48 hours.
And in those 48 hours, I've read over 300 anonymous complaints from staff you never speak to. This company doesn't have a public image problem. It has a heart problem. We need a bottom-up integrity strategy. A real listening model, not just suggestion boxes people are too afraid to use. Quarterly ethics town halls, anonymous tracking of leadership decisions. And anyone, at this table who doesn't wear a $5,000 suit.
Well said. Interesting. Unpolished. Honest. Exactly what we needed. Make it happen, Miss Daniels. You've got the board's backing.
Okay, sir.
You just flipped the room.
I thought they were going to throw me out.
Nope. You earned your seat today.
I'm still not used to the chair.
That's what makes you dangerous in the best way. Are you free later on today?
Depends. What do you have in mind?
Nothing much. We go out to celebrate you.
Okay.
Can I ask you something real?
Always.
Do you ever feel unworthy at the moment you're in?
Every single day. But I've learned something. God doesn't call the worthy. He calls the willing.
And you were willing, even when it cost you everything.
And so were you, when you backed me in that room. That took guts.
Do you think, maybe God didn't just place you here for the company?
Is this your corporate way of asking if I think there's something between us?
You caught me.
I think God brings people together for reasons bigger than feelings. But feelings can be holy too, if we surrender them.
Then I'll wait for his timing, just like you did.
Okay.
When our structure failed, God used a servant's heart to expose what pride had buried. Maya Daniels, thank you for cleaning more than floors. You helped cleanse our foundation. You should be up front. This started with you.
It started with obedience. I just said yes in a janitor's uniform.
Exactly why they'll listen when you speak now. Come, let me show you something in my dad's office.
Okay. Wow, the office is big and beautiful too. Why are you not using it?
I will. I want to show you a letter I found in the drawer. It is written by my father. To whoever leads after me, don't build this company on control. Build it on character. If ever you find someone with more heart than resume, promote them. They're the ones God sends to protect what men try to manipulate.
He saw it coming.
He was praying for someone like you. Turns out, God sent someone better.
Wow, God is ever faithful. For a long time, I thought I missed the door. That God said, no. But it wasn't a detour, it was the route. When you trust God's timing, you don't just get there. You arrive ready, and what He builds in the background always shines brighter in the end.
You know, I've worked here 6 years and no one ever made ethics look this graceful.
Nice try, Marcus. You must rehearse those lines.
Only when they might work.
Some of us are trying to maintain purity and professionalism, thank you.
Fine. I'll settle for coffee. Just a friendly team building kind of thing.
I am busy. Maybe next time.
Okay. Busy morning.
What is this all about?
I saw Marcus standing close and talking to you.
Ben, was that jealousy I sensed?
I'm not saying I don't trust you. But I've seen guys like Marcus. They flirt with anything in heels and power.
But, we were just talking.
Yes. And it bothered me. Not because I think you'll fall for him. But because, it reminded me that I haven't said what I need to say.
Which is?
That I care about you. Deeply. And seeing someone else try to win your attention, even in a harmless way, made me realize I've been cautious, when I should have been clear.
Truth, I didn't fall for Marcus. But I didn't hate watching you squirm either.
So you were playing me?
Not playing, just testing. You passed. Jealousy's not attractive, but vulnerability is.
I don't want to guess where I stand anymore. Maya, when you smile, it resets my day. When you speak truth, it resets my compass. And when you walk into a room, I feel like God trusted me with something holy.
Then don't hold back anymore. You have my trust, Ben. I like you.
I love you so much, Maya. Thought I'd grab your favorite. Cinnamon oat latte, extra foam.
Thanks, but I didn't ask for it.
Exactly. That's what makes it sweet. You know, everyone's talking about your rise. But between us, this company doesn't deserve you.
Marcus.
I'm serious. If things were different, I'd get you a better job with higher pay. Everything all right in here?
Yes, Marcus was just leaving.
Good. Okay, see you later, Maya. What is wrong with this guy? I wanted to say something. But it's your space, your voice.
Don't worry about him. I will handle him.
Are you sure?
Yes, trust me.
Okay. Missing me already? Come, let's sit and eat.
Marcus, I want to be clear. This, whatever you think you're trying to build, won't work.
You're misreading me.
No, I'm reading you exactly right. I'm in a relationship. I'm not confused, and I'm not flattered. You're smart. But smart doesn't impress me. Honor does.
Okay. The truth is that I like you a lot. I know you have a thing with Ben. But he does not deserve you. We could be something, Maya. I see you, really see you. Please give me a chance.
Let me say it again, in case you did not hear it the first time. I am in a relationship. And you're wasting energy trying to open a door God already shut.
Okay, that's okay. All the best.
Thank you.
Maya, I feel it is time.
Time for what?
I have prayed about it and my heart is at peace. It is time for us to come together. Maya, I don't just love your strength or your faith. I love the quiet you bring into chaos, the way your eyes see purpose where others see problems. I believe God wrote us together long before we met. Will you walk the rest of this road with me, as my wife?
Yes, 1,000 times yes. Let's write the rest of the story together, with him at the center.
Thank you, Maya.
This wasn't just a romance. It was a revelation. That God's, no, is sometimes his, wait. And his, wait, is always filled with purpose. We didn't meet by chance. We met by alignment. And when we said, I do, it was more than a wedding. It was a full circle miracle, wrapped in God's perfect timing.